Hi, Ruchi. Thank you for joining in today. Welcome.
Hi, Priya. Thank you for having me. Good to talk to
Ple-
you.
Pleasure. You were participant last year and this year you are a speaker. Thank you for accepting and your continuous support. I really appreciate for that.
You're very welcome.
Right. So actually, we have been known for each other, but I never asked you this question. What made you to become entrepreneur and go by yourself after your corporate career?
Well, Priya, there comes a time when you realize that you've gathered a lot of experience. There's a
Hmm.
lot that we go through in our corporate career.
Right.
And there comes a time in your life where you think, okay, I'm ready to give back now
Hmm.
and share my experience.
Hmm.
So that's largely what prompted me to get out from a normal standard job kind of a scenario to go, okay, I'm going to package that experience, share with people. And the best way to do it is through setting up your own business practice. And so I didn't go out to become an entrepreneur. I went out to add value, and I can do that as an entrepreneur. So that was a result of that thinking.
Great way of thinking. Amazing. Every time I talk to you, that leadership things keep coming out and effective communication. I know it's your key. So what do you think about brand positioning? How would you like to do brand positioning for yourself, or you guide so many people?
So in today's world, Priya, what I find is it's a very fast-paced world now, and the
Right.
change is really fast.
Mhm.
And because of social media, people have got a bit of, they're getting tired really of the traditional style of marketing that happens.
Right. Right.
Every day in the morning, I'm sure it's the same for you. You wake up, you look at your LinkedIn, and you've got so many messages that people have bombarded with you with, trying to
Yeah.
sell services. So everyone's getting a bit tired of that
Hmm.
and exhausted, really, more than tired.
Hmm.
So, from a brand perspective, I think the thing that seems to work for me is the personal connection.
Right.
The word that people keep using for me again and again is authenticity, right?
Right.
Because I think I started my entrepreneurial journey to add value, which
Hmm.
means personal connection is important to me. And personal connection can happen over social media as well,
Hmm.
because you're talking to people for the people rather than thinking of selling a product. You're looking at it from a point of adding value. So
Hmm.
people connect to that. And
Right.
when people connect to that, it adds to your brand because people remember your brand. And brand
Sure.
positioning is all about, getting people to remember who you are, remember your brand. So I find, to summarize in short, the traditional ways are not working anymore. And
Right.
it is a personal connection. So your brand positioning has to be very focused around who you are, be
Yeah.
authentic to who you are, and showcase that, and people will connect.
Great way of thinking, because we align on that in that case. So you suggesting that going to the in-person events and all is gonna be more effective, or doing webinar and sticking to behind the computer is more effective? What way you choose?
Look, all are good as long as you are connecting with people, right?
Right.
Webinar has its place. Post COVID, people have gotten used to being in behind the computer in the comfort of their homes. And again, what I'm finding is, yes, that is happening a lot, but a
Yeah.
lot of people are also getting out there because now we've been kind of starved of that personal connection. So
Hmm.
in-person events are becoming hot again because people want to meet people. People want to
Right.
feel the warmth of actually shaking hands with somebody and having that chat. It's a different feel.
Hmm.
So I think both have a place, but I think right now in-person events have become again the talk of town, uh, because that's giving people an opportunity to reconnect at a human level.
Sure. And what made you go to the corporate events when you go to these kind of high profile events or any, effective events?
Good question, Priya, because as you know, again, there's so much noise out there. There
Yeah.
are so many events out there. And it's also, like I said, the new way of doing business is by personal connection. So a lot
Right.
of people have put events out there, which are, you can attend for free because it's their way of you finding out about them. So I think one has to be really careful where you go and where you don't go because you don't want to waste time.
Right.
In today's world, generally, especially if you're going to be a solopreneur, a consultant, you're doing everything yourself, right? You're doing the delivery, you're doing the sales and marketing, or at least of your brand, especially if you're going to keep a personal brand that
Yeah.
connects on
True.
value. And it gets really hard. On top of that, you're going to attend all kinds of events. I think people need to be very, very careful.
Right.
Assess who's running the event, assess who are the type of people who are going to be there. And for me, it is important that my target audience is in the events that I run. So when people have defined their target audience, they've checked out the track record of that event and look at the agenda. Is it aligned to, what you want to do? For example, your event. So I was a speaker at your event last time,
Right.
and I attended as well, right? It was a really good event because it was catered for businesses. There was a lot of value added, not just from the setting up of a business or the financial aspect of a business, but also from the soft skills aspect,
Right.
which is another really important core part of running a business. How are you managing your people? How are you managing your customers? How are you managing those relationships?
Right.
So businesses are not just about the finance, but businesses are a whole lot more. And you had a really good coverage on that last year. So when you asked me this year, would you come on board as a speaker again? I said, yeah, absolutely, because these are the kind of events that I would like to support and be part of.
Thank you. And it's 2 years in a row supporting it. It's been amazing, and we are really grateful. And it was we got a lot of appreciation last time, and there are a lot of return people, and there are some people joined like BBX and Black Tie and all. They sponsored as well. So I'm assuming and I'm getting that feedback that this is going to be again a very good we are repeating almost a similar kind of experience we are offering, and if not if it is gonna be really better than last year. So I would highly recommend for people to come and join. Before we close, what would you like to say to the audience?
To the audience, I would say come attend the event. Even I don't know what's in store, but I'm looking forward to it. I met some really good people last time. It was good fun. Even standing on that stage and talking to the audience, there was such a good receptive audience. We had a lot of questions. So I would say to people, come join the event. Come, I would love to meet new people. And Priya, all the best to you. It's a huge undertaking and you're doing a fantastic job.
Great. Thank you so much. And it is a yearly event, so we will look forward to meet you all. Thank you so much for joining and listening now. Thank you.